Yo, it's the linebacker assassin. What's up? What's happening? And you are tuned into the Rodcast, the home of the BBL. And it is Monday, and hopefully my butt is not wet, but more than likely it is, guys. But that is because I got wet seats, bros. And it is Monday, and hopefully my butt is. All right, guys, let's get out on the grind. We got to handle business. It is day 30 plus 20 and change. And we are out here fishing consecutively, trying to keep our non-zero streak alive. What up, Moon? Is this BBL Monday? Cuba Unlimited, what's happening, boys? I said I was gonna change this crack color, I never did. Cook or crack like this. Crack like this. An old school masterpiece song. We're throwing a deep diver real quick just to get warmed up. Oh, dang. I thought I had one bump me. It's not how we want to start off, with a bump and not a hook set. Watch out, little bro. Explosion City. Don't expose yourself to me. I just need a target. This is a target run. Cuba 22. What is happening? I should actually check what depth we're at. It's probably beneficial to know that information. We're in 15 feet of water. That's a huge gar right next to me. Doesn't even care that I'm here. I mean, the stash would have loved it. He would have been all like, is that a gar? I'm gonna cast to it. Trying to mess up my lures. Ooh, says it might show up today, boys. Fingers crossed, vatos. Fingers crossed that we might get our freaking fish finder today. Oh no. Let's see what happens. Now that's the kind of news we need. Some good news. But hopefully everybody's Monday is starting off muy chingon, you know what I'm saying? Muy gooder. I hope you guys are having a gooder Monday. Let's see what we got here. Let's throw this. Somebody put spider webs on me? What's going on here? Let's throw this Christy Craw out here. I'm gonna switch over to a Mag Dizzy in a second. But for now, I'll throw this Christy Craw out there. And then I gotta put a trailer on my jig because apparently somebody tossed that off. The possibility that it could be here on today. I bought those. We're excited. I think the moderator's just trying to get me to come home early. That's a very sick trick right there, moderator. Trying to get me to show up early, be like, hey, I think your fish finder is going to show up. Don't play. Don't play with my emotions like that. Bro, so here's the deal. After a couple of, dude, it seemed like no time. They just said, hey, so they had it for maybe a day or two. I don't know how long they looked at it. And then they just said, hey, we're sending you your new fish finder. Well, what the heck? I guess I don't know how much work they put into it, but I'm not going to say they didn't have their diagnostics testing done. They might have been all like, all right, bro, this we cannot fix. We just know. And then they sent me my fish finder. So they sent me a new one, guys. They sent me a new one, and the cost of it ripped me a new one. So, a lot of new right there. But we'll deal. But it is the latest and greatest fish finder from Lowrance. I do believe that this one, though, it was given to me at a discounted price, but this one only has a 6-month warranty, which didn't make any sense because it's like, bro, I just bought a brand new one. This brand new one should extend my warranty. But I guess not. Though it was significantly cheaper, so cool. Nobody's complaining about that. It's just, it was also, with the little catch of it has a 6-month warranty. I don't understand it. So, Mike, this was through their warranty department, bro. So, like, this was a significant discount. And this discount you could not get through the ABA. So check it out, bro. The reason I went with Lowrance was because, so back in the day, I used to have hummingbird units on my older boats. I used to have hummingbird units. That was weird. Why you guys out there messing with my claws like this? Okay, you guys want to fight? Let's do it. It's going to be hand-to-claw combat. Not a problem. I started off with hummingbirds. I rocked hummingbirds for a long time. And then I was like, let me try and let me see what Lowrance is like. So when I bought this boat, most of the boats came with Garmin's. I'm all like, well, I've been out the game for a little bit because I had been out the game for a long time when my last boat went kaput. So when I'm out the game, bro, like I'm talking about, I'm out the game. There ain't no freaking, let me dabble, let me this, let me that. No, I'm out the game, bro. Like, I'm not going to play around because I don't want to remember about what I'm missing out on. So I'm talking about I didn't read any freaking fishing techniques. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I was just like, whatever, bros. I just lived a landlubber life. So I was all like, anyways, it's no big deal. And so when I came back, I was like, let's try out this Lowrance stuff, see what it tastes like. And I didn't really pay any attention to Garmin or whatever. I knew they were good for, you know, like location, watches, this, that, and the other. But fish finders, I was like, I ain't really worried about that. I don't think they're in the game like that. So then when I came back into the game, I was like, let me do Lowrance. So I looked really hard for boats that had Lowrance setups. Then I finally found one. And I was like, okay, cool. I mean, maybe it should have like clicked to me that most of them had Garmin's. But anyways, I basically just got the Lowrance. Relax, buddy. Relax, buddy. Okay, pal. Don't relax then. And now you see what you did, Doug? You hooked your tongue. All right. So then I just kind of saw that everybody had Lowrance. Garmin. So I was all like, whatever. Oh, yeah. Let's not forget, thank the good Lord that our non-zero streak continues as we got this little fatty in here. No tag, pero it's a fatty. This is definitely a little John. Could it push into BBL territory? No, it does not. There we go, homies. Thank the good Lord that the non-zero streak continues and that we have continued our streak of fishing. Washallow, bro. Not bad. Not bad. So, instead of seeing the signs, bro, and saying, why does everybody have Garmin's? I was like, whatever. I'm going with Lowrance. So I went with Lowrance. And it's pretty good. There are a couple of tweaks that I would like, but, you know, for the most part, it's a good system. I do like their interactive network and all, so that's cool. Yo, what up, Runs? That was a good start. So that fish weighed 3 pounds. Let me carp walk again. 3 pounds, 7 ounces. Not bad. Not bad for a slow, chill Monday. You know what I'm saying? We're just out here chilling. So, yeah. I just kind of was trying something new, and they're all right. The trolling motor, I mean, it's gangster. The Ghost is gangster. You know, like, it just grinds. It grinds and grinds and grinds. Now, I know they were trying to get a little fancy with that arrow, but the arrow is kind of not spot on. So that's one of the things where I'm all like, could have been a little better. But the fish finder, the quick ways to just change things and do things, I like that. But again, I have a hummingbird on my kayak, which could soon be yours if we reach 100,000 subscribers. If not, then it will take a little bit of time for it to be yours, guys. There's nothing I can do about that. I seem kind of sluggish, dog. Psh. No, dog. I'm chill. Now, my sunglasses are all freaking splashed on. So that's cool. It's a chill Monday, dog. We ain't got no pressure out here. We're waiting for our fish finder to show up. What seems sluggish about me, dog? Then I'm fishing with one hand in my pocket, just relaxing, all cool, just hooking some bass outside of the school. So, I mean, each manufacturer has their pros and cons. Had I to do it all over again, then I don't know. I might have given Garmin a shot, but there's no telling. Because if I had given Garmin a shot, then not as energetic, dog. Then let me crank it up, dog. Let me level up the energy. Yo, it's the Line Bass Assassin. What's up? What's happening? And we are out here grinding, bro. That level of energy was not high enough. Let's get higher. Yeah, we've reached max level of energy, homies. We are out here. We are grinding. We apparently got out here late. But anyways, when you get out here late, you still can get one or two. Yo, dude, I was up till like close to midnight. Then I heard my alarm go off at 4:20. I feel like I got up, but then again, I feel like based on the results right now, I didn't get up. Because for some reason, I woke up at 5:20 or 5 and change. And I was like, what the heck? Well, I guess I skipped an hour. Somebody sprung an hour ahead. So, you know, Matrix, it messes with you, dogs. Do the worm? Oh, on the boat? Bro, there's carp stuff all over the place. I cannot do. Oh, bros, that's probably why my energy levels were low. Because I had to wrestle that carp. It was oil wrestling a carp yesterday. Oil as in slime. Now, I know that they bit off of this craw right here, but I think I'm going to throw that, I'm going to throw my BizBait Mag Dizzies. One of them is just chilling right here. Oh yeah, floor worms. That's what's up. Cuba James, what's happening? James is in the house. Ron's wants me to throw a top water. Ron's. I've thrown top water. It don't play with me well. So if we throw it, we don't throw it for long. I mean, sometimes if we throw it, we just throw it in the trash and we move on. Let me get that mag dizzy out. Moderator playing with my emotions. Heck, bros. If she tells me your fish finder is here, I might hit the eject button and be all like, I'm out of here, boys. We're going to go and get our fish finder installed because, you know, guys, I mean, it's just going to be a plug and play kind of situation because that fish finder is backwards compatible with the stuff that I got here. But, what do you call it? I'm going to have to set it up, going to have to see all the buttons, see all the new interfaces. I wish this wasn't wet like it is right now because I'll be laying on the deck of the boat like a little sleepover girl, just right there, pushing all the buttons and stuff because you got to get close to the fish finder. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be like this all pushing buttons and stuff, looking and whatever. Bros. You got to see what the... Oh, and then the storm might come in. We gotta figure out exactly how we're gonna make that work. Dude, okay, so stripers and stuff like that on the top water, okay, yeah. Dash, we got into some stripers or hybrids or whatever you end up calling them. Like when we were over there on a different lake, we got into some of them and that was entertaining. But again, it is just maybe fleeting moments. Well, James said the magic word, and the sun said, hold my rays. And it's popping out. I caught 3 on a jig and minnows scoping. Oh, when did you do that, Moon? Maybe I didn't see the date. The water temp is 84.9 degrees. Dude, I don't know why the majority of fish that I've been catching are on my brother's. This rod is the one that my brother won when he got 3rd in the Sealy's Big Bass Splash. I mean, I got way fancier rods, but for some reason this has been deemed to be the Texas rig rod, which I am not exactly sure why. Yesterday. Oh, that's what's up, dog. All right, guys, so I've paid out the subscriber giveaway so that you guys know. And I did get a response back from Miser Myra. And we will attempt to, because we always keep it real here, guys. We're going to let you guys know. And it's not like we're letting you know behind the scenes gossip or anything. We're just keeping everything above board here. But Miser Myra said, I am very disappointed that someone scammed me off of my winnings and in turn being called a scammer. Good day to you, and let's hope it will never happen to others upcoming winners. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. That is what I was told, and we'll go with that. I mean, potentially, I'm not throwing any shade on Miser. I mean, do I believe 100% all of that? Not necessarily, but that is just me not believing it. That doesn't mean that that's not what actually happened, and they are truly innocent in the entire situation. But it's been paid, so that is all the channel can do. That is all the channel can do, and no more. And what disclaimer would that be? I think I did put a disclaimer in the description, bro. I think I put scammers need not apply. I think that's what I put in this description this time. If I remember my funny self, I believe, my past funny self, I believe I put scammers need not apply. But there's two options here. Two possibilities that Miser is truly innocent and they were just a victim of a bad situation, or Miser realized that I'm not someone to be trifled with and was all like, oh, well, clearly this guy is not going to play along, so let's move on to the next scam. But I'm not saying that Miser is either one of those. I'm just saying potentially two possibilities in a hypothetical world. As the stash says in Minecraft, both of these Misers are possible. Krill? What up, Krill? Travis, what's happening? Cuba Krill, you missed a 3-8, dog. That's all you've missed. I mean, I didn't miss a 3-8, but you missed a 3-8. But welcome to the party, homies. So yeah, we paid out the other one. Right there. Wash my hands of that one. We're done. Now we got the 3K and then the 3.5K. So we're running a giveaway here, guys. So, well, Mike, I see where you're coming from, but if I'm a fisherman, then I should probably do a little bit of research or at least understand what I'm entering. Because, dude, there's a comment, no joke, guys. The first comment that was there said, can I get paid in PayPal or through PayPal or something like that? And then, or through, I forgot what the second option was. They put 2 comments there. And I promptly replied to, oh, or cash. And I was like, nope. It's like, dude, do you not? Like, I'm going to have to speak in multiple languages because, like, do you not hear what is being said in the video? What was that, like Jerry Maguire or something? You know, I don't remember all the line. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Some along those lines, but maybe I am not simplifying it enough. It says Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse. Nowhere in there does it say asterisks, you tell me whatever you want and we'll make it happen. Nowhere in there does it say that. So, I don't know. I think it's just people being people and trying to make well, Mike, it's actually a little less than that. It's 96,500 and change, I believe. No, 400 and change. So we're going to get there, bro. One of these days. Colin's in the house. What up, Colin? That's what I'm saying, bro. Yesterday, Moon came in and he was all like, people just ruining good things. And I'm like, dog, we're trying to keep it still chill and, you know, to where people can, like, I'm trying to give back, bros. I don't got to. Like, I don't got to be here and be like, look, dudes, I'm going to hook you guys up. I'm just like, yo, dog, God gave me and I shall share the blessings that God has bestowed upon me. So, like, these people are like, yo, demons in the house, we want to take your cash. And I'm like, dogs, get out of here with that. So, you know. And if you guys go back, as I have, if you guys go back to the stream, the live stream that whole discussion with Miser was happening, if you look, we all saw it. We saw it with our own eyes. Colin even threw down verbally, bro. Colin was right there and he's like, yo, Miser, you need to get out of here with that mess. Miser was like, yo, Colin, why are you telling me all these things and being so mean to me? And Colin's like, I'm sorry, buddy. Meant no offense by that. And then, boom, the battle, it kind of slowed down. They went to their corners. But everybody saw that Miser was in there. Same Miser logo, same Miser everything. It's like, all right. So, what do you call it? At that point in time, the whole discussion was being had. And needless to say, I was getting emails from 2 different emails. One was Miser's Gmail. Just buy it at a discounted rate. What are you talking about, Mike? It's already been bought, dog. It's already been paid for. That's, Dennis, I will not disagree with you, bro. Now, to be totally honest, Dennis, I don't really understand that saying. But, I mean, I don't understand a lot of things in this world. Some of them I just stay quiet and just watch and be all like, okay, nobody knows I don't understand this, so why let them know by opening my mouth? But I believe you are referring to the never look a gift horse in the mouth or something like that. And I don't understand that. If someone could educate me, because, I mean, I think someone's explained it to me once before, but, you know, I took that information and then it went in this year, I believe, and then kind of pushed out some information, some other information, and the information that came in this year, it also flew out, but it took some other information with it. So I don't understand it. Mike, you trying to buy the kayak? Tim's going to fight you if you try and buy the kayak, dog. Tim will fight you for it, because apparently that's Tim's kayak. So Tim's waiting for us to reach 100K. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put out a short, because I think that it's not reaching the masses. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think the masses hear it right now, because, like, whoever tunes into the Rodcast are extremely fine gentlemen of the highest regard in society. So others do not hear it, and others are unaware. So they're not aware of the fact that we're giving away a Hobie Pro Angler with the 360 drive, dog. Relax. And a Humminbird Helix 7 on it with that Dakota lithium battery that I use to power it. Pfft, get out of town, dog. Get out of town. This guy is just trying to pull one over on us. Cuba old school, que pues. And now the bidding war, the bidding war has begun. Corn Diff is in here. I got 1,000 fish whistles, 1,000 fish whistles. I can't even say 1,000 fish whistles, 1,000 fish whistles over here. Going once, going twice, and not sold to Corn Diff with 1,000 fish whistles. Oh, Tim has popped in, guys. We talked about the kayak. Tim, somebody's trying to purchase the kayak. Somebody's trying to circumvent the giveaway. They're trying to purchase the kayak. Will Tim allow his kayak, and I throw little air quotes on that, his giveaway kayak, to be bought right from underneath him, which will then expose him to the water, and hopefully he either has his life jacket on or he can swim, because splash. All right, Dennis. So your kindness. So I get the gist of it, but who came up with, like, who's doing anything with horses? Like, who's looking inside of a horse's mouth other than a veterinarian? Like, who? It's not like everybody back in the day was all like, yep, let me take a little peek inside this gifted horse's mouth. Or gift horse or whatever. Wait. Maybe what they're saying is, don't go checking the goods, like making sure that the horse has good teeth. You know, like rather than just taking the horse, you're looking to see if there are any problems with the horse. You should just be grateful that you were given a horse. Maybe that's what they're talking about. They're all like, dude, they gave you a horse. You didn't have a horse before. But along those lines, my logical mind is all like, well, yeah, dog, but if you gave me a horse with bad teeth, then all you did is you're going to give me a horse that is eventually just going to die because it's got bad teeth. How's it going to eat? But I'm not a horse expert, so I don't know if that causes a problem to have a horse with bad teeth. See, as 22, as I just read 22's description, it popped into my head. 22 is sending that information to my Neuralink, and I'm just right here, and I'll be like, yep, got it. 22, I feel you, got it. Gift horse in the mouth. Do not check it, just take it. One-hour shifts. That sounds crazy. Who said that? Unlimited said something along. I guess it means. Oh. Oh. Dang, Mike. Those 1-hour shifts are ridiculous. Okay, Mike says it's 12 hours. Yeah, take the gift and say thanks. Unlimited said it. The moderator backed him up. Dang, bro. That must have really scarred you there, Corn Diff. If you lost an apple in the 80s. As long as it wasn't your Adam's apple, bro, I think you're all right. Won an awesome sunburn. Was there a trophy for that? And the award for awesomest sunburn goes to Polish Bass Racer. And Tim's like, yes! I knew it. This is so painful. Thank you. Please, just hand my award to someone else right now. They'll bring it over here. I'm throwing a shaky head now, guys. I've switched. It's because I'm really searching for carp right now. I've switched to a Zoom Magnum trickworm. A Zoom Magnum trickworm on a 3/8 ounce shaky head. Now, guys, I caught it on a Christie craw, the 3/8, and then I promptly switched to the Mag Dizzy because I don't like catching fish off of, or multiple fish off of a lure. It's very abrasive on your lure, very detrimental. So I changed it. Dudes, there's a boat over here. It's got 3 people on it. That's cool. And I just saw a carp jump, so there is a possibility that I will get a stupid carp right now. But there's a boat over here that has like a ladder in the back, you know, for like a higher vantage point. I've never seen one of them here. But it's just a ladder. It's weird. I would assume that there's a lady on the back of that boat. And this is just my machismo talking here. A lady on the back of the boat because they're wearing a pink shirt. So I know that these new age vatos are all like, yo, I'm gonna wear pink. I'm not afraid to wear pink. I'm also gonna be LeBron and I'm gonna wear what looks like a skirt and I'm gonna have a little purse with me. And I'm also gonna paint my nails and all these other things that vatos from back in the day would never have. It would have never crossed my mind to purposely go out in public unless it was a joke or something, but to purposely go out in public in what is, I mean, essentially deemed lady attire and lady garments and lady, I don't know, decorations or whatever. So I don't want to presume that this person in a pink shirt is a woman, but I'm just assuming that that's the case. Because nowadays, vatos, I don't even know, bro. Bears quarterback has painted nails. What? What? Oh, you saw that nasty carp, dog. Oh, I was too far. That would mean you would retie often, and we know that wouldn't happen. What would mean I would retie? What the? I was talking about dudes wearing chick stuff, dog. What I missed, dog? Oh, and by the way, I'm still throwing the same shaky head setup. No retie, no nothing. In fact, Creel, I'll have you know that I still have that loop on my braid that has been there for like 3 days. So we're gonna assume that is a lady perched up. In fact, speaking of said knot, it's right there. Look at that, boys. Somebody nibbled my butt off. Well, that's starting to make sense. All right, guys, so I think this is officially dead. Now, what I can do, I don't know if I want to. I am doing it. I'm going to put a mag dizzy on this one. I think I got some packs in here. I'm going to put a mag dizzy on it, dog. We are going to mag dizzy this boat up. Creel, 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 creel. Also, did you hear that potentially my fish finder might come in today, Creel? Yay! I was about to jump, but yay, Creel! My fish finder might come in today. Hopefully you appreciated that, Creel. And now that other boat is wondering, I thought that was a vato on that boat. But after I saw that jump, I'm not so sure. So now we are both confused. I have never put a lizard on a shaky head. Here we go, guys. This is a 3/8 ounce shaky head with a mag dizzy right on the back, dog. This is a dangerous combo. Small fish need not apply. I'm in some grass. As I don't know how to read, I'm going to assume that's a mangina. We'll pronounce it as such. You know, since I can't read and whatever. But also that reminds me of the episode of The Office where Dwight kept on he kept on calling that chick, her name was Regina, and he ended up calling her Regina. Oh, that was funny. And then he was appalled when she had said something about him, and he goes, Regina said that? Classic episode. All right, as the boat cruises, more and more it seems that is probably a lady. So I'm throwing a little outside of that line that I got the tail ripped off of me. I'm gonna throw back to that line in a little bit. I just wanna test the outskirts, the edges. It doesn't feel big. Or at least it's coming with me. And then it might decide it wants to be big afterwards, but I doubt it. Nah, he's not big. I just saw him. But I eased up on the drag a little bit. It's probably a spot based on the way he's... Don't you do it, dog. Don't you mess up my worm. Yeah, it's a spot. Dennis, we got a spotty too hottie right here. He ain't big, but he's fighting like he is. Let's let him wear himself out a little bit so he doesn't mess up my $1 worm here. That mag dizzy, homies. Why don't you relax, dog? Why can't you just be a normal fish, bro, and relax? Let me get my hands on you. All right, guys, we got ourselves a little spotted bass. That is bass number 2. I don't feel any rough tongue, but that right there is a little fatty spotted bass. Let's see how much this little fatty weighs. He's short, but little fool is fat. Oh, he ain't pushing as much weight as I thought he was. But the weight is in, dudes. Look at that little fatty. Look at that. Huachalo going in. That was on the 3/8 ounce Mag Dizzy shaky head setup. That was the second fish caught off of this rod after the carp. 315 all day. Cuvo Bromance, what's happening? Dang it. I'm going to lose my position here, guys. Well, we're going to have to go get it. This is our carp killer, bro. We got to... All right, let's mark our spot right here so we come back to it. Okay. That fish was... That fish was 1 pound, 9 ounces. Is Bromance in the past? Bromance, our streak head, continued from that 3/8 that we caught. And now we got wrapped up on our guide up front. Oh, we're gonna have problems, I see. Well, that's weird. Because my bait came all the way out, so that's cool, but it's also not cool. Dude. All right. So I'm gonna show you how much I leave life up to essentially a game of chance here. Now I got all my line wrapped everywhere. And this problem was caused by a frickin' loop on my guide. So this is chaos, right? Okay, life. But nobody cares about that. It's because I got frickin' tied up right here. So ridiculous. A toothpick would be real good right now. This will solve it in 2 seconds with a toothpick. Looks like we're gonna have to get one. We have a web of line everywhere. And somehow we got unstuck. I mean, I don't make the rules here, guys. Somehow we got unstuck, but also somehow we tangled ourselves up. And with the toothpick, bro, toothpick multi-tool right there. All right, so with the toothpick, we've solved that problem. But here's the other problem that we got now. This. Whatever this is. It has become Halloween here on the boat. We celebrate Halloween year-round. All right? Okay. What is this all about? But this is not even what I wanted to show you guys. It's just what I started off with. And then I'll show you guys in a second as soon as I reel all this mess in. All right, to this point right here. Where'd it go? Hold on. My friends, have I been fooled? Oh no, there it is. I thought freaking FC Sniper was Wolverine and it had healed from its abrasion. But, my dudes, here we have an abrasion. I don't know how this happened, but this abrasion is massive. Might have happened in the kayak. I don't know. Look at this. Can you guys see that abrasion right there? That abrasion is ridiculous. Guys, I have not changed my line. This abrasion must have been there yesterday when I landed that carp. Do you see that abrasion right there? What in the heck? I don't know, bros. All I'm saying is that's a huge abrasion. I'm just catching up on the comments, guys. So yeah, that right there is a huge abrasion. But since we're here, let's cast in this direction over here. Now, I know all of you guys are on the edge of your seats because you're like, is he really going to cast out there with an abrasion that freaking big? Yeah, dog. I sure as shad am. I'm going to cast out here with that abrasion. And then we'll just see what happens. Now, could we lose a really huge fish? Sure can. All right. So at least one of you was thinking, is he going to cast out there with that abrasion? Guys, my belief in FC Sniper is apparently to the point of lunacy, because nobody should be throwing out there with an abrasion that freaking crazy. I mean, dude, it's like my line is flat. It's crazy. That right there. I mean, it's Maniac Monday right now. We are casting with an abrasion that is so disgusting that even I am like, what the filth is going on here? I think that might have hit me on the fall. What the filth is going on here? Muley. 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 Oh, dudes, by the way, yesterday in my downtime, when I was chilling, apparently there was a stupid bird that I had never seen before at my house. It was weird. Some kind of long-necked something. Looked shady. I had to keep my eyes on it. Moderator even frickin' took a picture of me with binoculars looking at this bird as to prove somehow, some way that I'm a bird watcher. I disagree with you, moderator. Your evidence does not prove that I'm a bird watcher. At most, it just proves that I'm a guy who would be good in a stakeout. Now here's the mission. Should you accept it, the mission is land a fish with that abrasion, and then we will go and potentially retie. But also the other problem is, if I retie this, I'm probably gonna have to sit down. And if I sit down, the whole deck of the boat is wet. So then, as most humans sit down on their rump, their tuchus, I don't know what that other word is. Their posterior and their, have I said rump yet? And their booties, their rump shakers. Wow, that looks like a little John at a minimum on a breast line. Oh, it came off, but not from a It came off, but not from my line. It came off from my stupidity. But dudes, that right there was, at a minimum, a Little John. But yes, we can hook set into Little Johns with a braised sniper. So that's on me. I shouldn't have played him as ridiculous as I did. But my voice has many different levels, though I have lost the higher pitched ones, I think from talking so much. So, in fact, I got a double voice. It's very haunting. Creel, I already said that it came off because of my stupidity, dog. I'm over here messing with it when I should have just let him do his thing. But that tells you that I believe that maybe I've had my fair share of fish because I'm over here being stupid with the hook, the fish landings. All right, let's focus. Let's tune in to the situation. But, what we did prove there is that I can hook into a Little John, and it was a regular hook set with the amount of abrasion that we had there. Yeah, the moderator says it's very creepy. Let me see if I can do it. Okay, I think that's it right there. Hey guys. No. What are we whispering about? Nope. Now it's not going to show up, guys. Creel's a dummy. Oh, it was almost there. Creel's a dummy. Nope. Dummy. No, I think the water has, I just barely drank some water, so it's going to take some time for that to come back. All right, let's slow roll this shaky head, Mag Dizzy, 3/8 ounce. It has caught us 1.5 fish. Parrot Creel, he's still caged up. I haven't heard a peep from him in a while. I kind of feel like he might have passed. Or he made a run. He couldn't take it anymore. This was too many days of consecutive fishing. He's like, I got to get out of here. This fool is insane. 30 plus 20 and change, que pues. Oh no, it could easily say it, Creel. Look, Creel's a dummy. That's not the problem with the voice. Or you're talking about the second voice. The second voice is like, nah, he ain't a dummy. Because then maybe the second voice is maybe not as smart as I thought it was. of Nazgul, Naz something. I'm not even going to try and pronounce some of these words because then you guys make fun of me and it makes me self-conscious and I can't take it. The internet is so mean. I came over here to hang out with you guys and then you guys get so mean. But anyways, let's go get ourselves another fish on this abrased line. Oh, don't worry about it, bromance. I know the Canadian in you is very apologetic, but as most of you have probably come to find out, I ain't really self-conscious about anything. Be it my inability to catch fish, my inability to, well, I think that's where my inabilities stop. It's very weird. I kind of feel like there was a line right there. I don't know what the moderator was facting. My inability to catch fish. Ah, moderator got me straight through the heart, guys. Shot to the heart, and you're to blame. Darling, you give love a bad name. Oh, dang, moderator got me. She got me, boys. I don't think I can recover from this one. Ay, Dios mío. Ay, Dios mío. Oh, man. I think I'm seeing the light, guys. Oh, dear God, the moderator got me. She fact my inability to catch a fish. All right, guys. She got me. It hurts so bad. Oh. Shot to the heart, and you're to blame. Moderator, you give love a bad name. Oh, that hurt. Why did I make your son's girlfriend cry yesterday? Dude. Okay, so we'll address Unlimited's comment right now, but like that one, I didn't even do anything to get in trouble, bro. She just came for the heart. She KO'd me, bro. She just went like this. Finish him. Bloop, 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 bloop. And then she had my heart of gold right in her hand, bro. And it was like, boop, 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 boop. And then she's like, gold is up. I'm going to go cash this in. And I'd be like, oh, why? Dang. And then she made so much money out of ripping my heart out. And you guys think I am the enemy here. Like I'm the problem. Bro, she came straight for the heart. I couldn't believe it. out in public. She came straight for the heart. Also, guys, we are in 11 feet of water. Bro. And then, so she KO'd me, right? Took my heart out, and I'm just standing like this with my heart missing, rocking around. And then I collapse eventually. How could she, bros? And in front of my friends. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's so embarrassing on top of that. Oh my God. Don't look at me, guys. I feel so ashamed. The moderator might mess with my fish finder before I get home. Bro, that right there. That would be the beginning of the proceedings where the judge would be like, all right, so what is this separation all about? I'll be like, look, Your Honor, Exhibit A, this is the second time the Rodcast has been put into legal proceedings based on the other imaginary scenario that we discussed. But this is the second time. Your Honor, I point to Exhibit A. Watch as how the moderator rips my heart out in front of all the internet. Yes, Your Honor, all the internet was watching at the time. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable, one, that all the internet was watching, and two, that the moderator would do such a thing while all the internet watched. I think it was a power move, and she was like, look, I'm gonna rip his heart out in front of everyone. But did you guys notice that I didn't shed a tear because Mexicans can't cry? I didn't even give a grito because all she did, and I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, all she did was create a monster, because now San's heart, as in heartless, ooh, homies, I'm gonna be a force to be reckoned with. She has released me from my shell, and now the phoenix shall rise from the ashes, heartless. Hopefully a fish bites so that I can stop riffing and then not be in so much trouble when I get back. She's gonna make me do a short and be like, you better go and apologize through a YouTube short before you're gonna get access to this fish finder. And I'll be like, fine, fine. I'll tell these fools that I was just being stupid. That was stuck in a little rock. I'm now casting in the direction that we were in. Like we were over there on that side. Ooh, bros. Right now I'm currently receiving Instagram reels from the moderator. They are probably reels that have messages of, I murdered my significant other due to this. But I don't know. I haven't seen them. I can only speculate at this point in time. She may be sending me messages through another platform. And in that platform, it's just Yo, bro, it's not looking good for you. Bromance can tell that I actually mean this one. Then that means that he has just raised the level of trouble that I'm in. Excellent, excellent. I really do like when you guys raise the bar because that just makes me untrouble more. And yes, I have coined that phrase, untroubling. I spend most of my life untroubling the situations that I get in. A transporter voice, huh? Oh, bro, let's drop 5 on it. Fishing with Silver and me, getting both Silver and me in trouble. Bromance got 5 on it. Grab your fishing pole, homie. Beautiful rock out here, guys. I'm just going to let it sit right there. Rude is putting, I don't know if that's World War, all these other W's, I don't know. But Senor Fiske King, King, what is happening, dog? Bro, who gave me chiefdom, bro? You made me a chief? Oi, we done messed up now. The moderator is not appreciating our antics. Oi, it's gonna be rough out there, boss. Chief dodging books. We are casting a shaky head, left, right, up, down, left, right. BA select start all over the place. We shall be here, Creel, until possibly our fish finder arrives. Then when our fish finder arrives, we are going to be probably bouncing like a freaking kid let out for summer vacation. We're going to be like, yeah, let's get out of here, guys. It's summer vacation. Which I assume is how most people's childhood went. But you know, I'm Mexican and all, so my my summer vacation was like, oh dear God, it's summer vacation. I'm not going to be able to enjoy this air conditioning during the day. I'm going to have to actually go out there and do some work with my jefe. So say goodbye to air conditioning during the day. So everybody else was probably like, yeah, we get to play video games and this, that, and the other. And I was like, I also get to play this game, and it's called do whatever my dad yells at me to do. I'm not that great at it, apparently, because he continually yells at me to do something, but I believe I've already done it. But yet the yelling does not cease. So I'm not sure if I'm winning or if I'm losing. All I know is the game is eternal, because to this day, I'm still here. And sometimes it's all like, hey, go get that, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, is this vato talking to me? This vato's talking to me? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's my jefe. My bad. Yeah, bro, I'll go get it. So, I don't know, bros. I do not know. Kilo into the B. Do I think that I will get a BBL? I believe so. But I gotta race. I gotta race that fish finder. Because if the fish finder gets here before I land that BBL, well then. Anyways, we're out of here. Into the B. You got pics of those fish that you caught, my dude? I think you caught fish. I don't understand your slang, bro. Wait a second. There is a picture here. All right, so the winner of the giveaway just received their hold on, their winnings. Well, that was gross. Did you guys see that sneezed up whatever that was? I don't know what it was. But first, let's focus on this fish right here. That is Moon's wipers. At least one of them. And then I think this is the second one. Wiper no wiping. Oh, thank you very much, Tim. There is no glide bait on here, bro. This is a swim bait. Hold on, guys. I gotta wipe this lung moco out of here. What in the heck was that all about, bros? It's probably me turning into a carp. Gross. That's me turning into a carp, bros. Little by little, that stupid carp. It got me. Let's see where we're at. Best part of not having a fish finder in the front is being able to walk back and forth over and over. And to the bee, you did not win. At least not this time. It was fly fishing made easy. But you see how easy that was, guys. A person wins, and they take their winnings and they handle business. It wasn't, hey man, why haven't you paid me? Hey man, why haven't you paid me? Too far for shipping. So, if we've learned anything into the bee, you could try and get a Visa gift card. You could try and get a mouse sent to you, or you can try and see if anybody in the chat will buy that gift card from you for apparently exactly the same amount that you were given. So, there are options, none of which will be successful, but apparently there are options. And I don't say that to encourage scammers because, scammers suck. Oh, they did not. They did not. I think I'm going to blame a good percentage of what happened on Colin because he came out hot. That was it pre-Chartreuse Dome or was it? I think you had been recently hired, Colin, but I think it was pre-Chartreuse Dome. So essentially you were kind of just like a bouncer. You'd be like, look, he ain't got no time for you, okay? Just take a giveaway and just be happy. But I want a mouse. You ain't getting no mouse. But I want a Visa gift card. You can stick your Visa gift card where the sun don't shine. But I want to sell it to people. This is not a flea market. Do not sell your goods here. And Colin came through and just was bouncing about. But then Colin was all like, okay, this is going against my nicer Canadian instincts. So he was all like, let me just put up a dome. Then the dome has no feelings, no emotions. It just domes out. And then boom. That's what I'm saying, Colin. But, I mean, Miser Myra sent me an email afterwards and said, look, apparently I got scammed out of my winnings, but I didn't appreciate you saying that I was a scammer. And I'll be like, okay, that's cool, I guess. I don't know. So that's why the Rodcast keeps it real, bro. You see everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, when it's fishing, when it's giveaways, when it's just regular life, when it's boat stuff, all of it. Everything is out in the open because we don't hide the ugly. I mean, except for my mask, right? But when, like anything else that happens, good, bad, or ugly, we don't hide it. Again, except for when I put up the mask. Oh, that is completely true, bro. That is 100% true. But let's think about this, bros. Let's think about this. Because you got to see the chess moves, right? And I don't even want to say this out loud. Because then these fools are going to do like they're going to try and out chess me. But here's the thing. So I will refrain from giving out all the other information. But if these guys, if you've entered the giveaway, you will only receive it to the email that is on your YouTube account. If you want it sent somewhere else, be like, that's not gonna happen, bro. Because then somebody's gonna come in and say, oh my God, I didn't receive it. Because that is what this individual was saying. Like that individual was saying, hey, look at my email. It's not the same email as whatever you sent it to. And I was like, that's very interesting. So potentially that happened. But nonetheless, the Rodcast only pays out. We hired Colin at like bare minimum prices. If we go up to the next package that Colin could provide, next thing you know, we're going to go bankrupt. Why Colin's services go from bare minimum to skyrocketed, I don't know. Or maybe bare minimum is all that we could afford. And if we skyrocket, I mean, anything other than bare minimum to us is skyrocketing and it shuts down the Rodcast. Nobody knows. Yeah, but so on his clientele, it's like nation states, high-end Fortune 500 companies, let's say banks, then let's say smaller nationwide chains, and then mom and pops, and then his own concerns of his own security, cybersecurity at his home, and then the Rodcast. You see what I'm saying, bro? We got the coveted on the bottom spot. So, you know, the priority level is just we take whatever security we can get. Bros, I'm telling you, I'm not requesting anything from Colin other than the security he's provided. The Chartreuse Dome is, I mean, it's top notch. It was much more than we thought we were going to get. We thought we were going to get like, hey, buddy, this person looks a little suspicious, pal. That's what we thought. But instead, what we got was Chartreuse Dome activated. And then it shuts down the entire internet, bro, just for verification purposes. I don't know for a fact, bro. All right, one more cast with this, and then I'm going to go back to that deep diving crank. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it from crack. That is the color that this bait is referred to as, crack. And I'll change it from crack, and I'll change it to Aurora Black. See, I mean, I can assure you right now that Colin might not even be hearing these comments. He's doing adulting. And he's all like, yes, Prime Minister, I do see the potential intrusion. I will get right on it, sir. Beep-doop, beep, 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 beep-doop, beep, beep, beep. Beep-doop, type, type, type. Also, enter, spacebar, this, that, and the other. Prime Minister, the intrusion has been averted. Please call upon me at any time. But I may be a little distracted with the Rodcast, but, you know, that's lower priority. See what I'm saying, dog? So he hasn't even responded because he's out there doing his beep-doop, beep-doop, beep, beep, beep. There was no negotiation, dog. What? We got I second the motion? When did a motion happen here? Dude, there are no motions here. Not emotions, emotions. None of the vowels in front of motion is there ever here, bro. Because the moderator ripped out my heart. So, you know, last cast with this, with a shaky head. And then we are moving on to the crank, crack like this. Crank, crack like this. And then we'll move on to a different spot. You see, so the Chartreuse Dome is made up of a conglomerate. There are pieces of it that are Canadian and pieces of it that are American. Dudes, see, the complexity is real here. That is above my pay grade. As these gentlemen, I mean, dudes, I should just be happy with what I got, and I am. I'm not dissing the Chartreuse Dome. In fact, I came in saying that the Chartreuse Dome was above what we paid for. So, you know. We are just blessed to have ties that we do. And I really feel like they should be eating this. Maybe after that guy got away, he's like, bro, I saw the abrasion on that line, but that line is unbreakable. Do not go out there after that. Actually, I also have a jig that I haven't thrown here, but whatever. Let's throw the crack a little bit. Again, guys, it is this color. It is a chartreuse with some metal flakes on there. Crack, dog. I did feel a lot of hard bottom down there, so I should be able to run this crack attack down there and bump some of those rocks. Uh-oh, into the B is going into dreamland. He has engaged the sleeping protocol. The sleeping protocol will commence in T minus 2 minutes. Maybe I won't change crack until I go to another spot. And then that'll determine, okay, these fools here at least are not crack addicts. There are no Tyrone Biggins down there that have a substance problem. I think his name is Tyrone Biggums, but I could be wrong, as I have been before. Once you let one fish get away without getting your hands on it, bro, he goes down there and he snitches, because then they feel like they can't be touched. But if you get a fish, you touch them, then they know, oh dear, I am susceptible to them stitches if I'm out here snitching. Dude, this is a highway right here, I tell you guys, for like a ton of fish. And they're usually good sized fish, but I can never get them on a crankbait. I have to slow roll and throw like some on the bottom. In fact, like I should truly just slow down and just stand here and not care. There should be like a more doors type of situation right here where I'm like, all right, dudes, I'm gonna move this worm like half an inch every 2 minutes. That's what I should be doing. That way, as the traffic goes by, my worm is essentially like a vato hanging out selling oranges on the corner.